Lev, if you could hear me, tell us about what's happening in Israel because the situation has worsened. Another front has opened up with Iran launching its missiles.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go on.
Okay, we just ran to the shelter, but before, I don't think we have ever seen so many missiles, and also the Israeli capabilities. It was quite crazy skies for the last hour, and we see also the pictures from Tel Aviv, from Jerusalem. It is all over Israel. I'm closer to the northern border, but right now, all Israel is part of the front against Iran. This is the situation right now.
Well, Lev, was Israel, preparing for such a strike? Was it on expected lines, or has Iran caught Tel Aviv off guard?
So we should cut it into few pieces. It was expected as the proxies of Iran proved that they cannot really defend the interests of Iran. Hamas, West Bank, Houthis in Yemen, and so on, Hezbollah in Lebanon, all had failed during at least the last fortnight. But on the other hand, historically, Iran always prefers to shed Arab blood than to fight directly with Israel. So right now, Iran didn't have much choice. They needed to give up the war or to start a war, truly Iranian-Israeli war. This is what they chose, and it is not really a big surprise, but it is not something that was part of the Iranian paradigm so far.
Well, Lev, stay on with me because I have Tova Lazarov, the deputy managing editor of the Jerusalem Post, also joining me live on this broadcast. Mr. Lazarov, firstly, what's happening in Israel? I believe you hear air raid sirens, and tell us about what's happening.
I'm one of the many stranded Israelis, but basically, yes, Israel is now under direct attack from Iran after months of really, or possibly even years of preparing for this moment. It spent weeks going after Hezbollah, which is an Iranian proxy, very successfully. Iran warned that those attacks would not go unanswered, and now it has directly attacked Israel.
Mrs. Lazarov, I just want to ask you, how is Israel prepared against Iran now that there is targeted ground operations in the southern Lebanon border, with Iran also now opening up another front for against Israel? So how do you see the defense capabilities?
I mean, I think, it's going to be theoretical for just a few moments, but look, Iran attacked Israel in April, and all of its missiles were taken out of the skies. It did that with the help of a coalition of 5 armies. America has already said that it would defend Israel, so presumably Israel is not battling this issue alone. I know that, Biden has held consultations with the security teams. Lloyd Austin, the Secretary of Defense for the United States, spoke with the Israeli defense minister. I think on this matter, Israel has enormous support from its allies and intense capabilities. But either way, this is a confrontation that has been coming for a long time. So there's been a lot of time to prepare for this moment.
Well, Mrs. Lazarov, America had also deployed additional troops. What happened to them? Where are they stationed at the moment?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I had a hard time hearing you.
The U.S. had also pressed in additional troops to help Israel in its defense.
I'm not sure it was troops per se. It was a carrier, right? It strengthened its force posture. American troops aren't on the ground, right? They're helping Israel. The United States is helping Israel from the air and from other places where it already is. But I don't think you have additional American troops right this very minute pouring into Israel.
Right, Mrs. Lazarov, stay on with me because we have our senior executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, also joining us on this live broadcast.
Lazarov, good evening from here. And Does not look good there, and the sky is overcast with missiles coming in from Iran. Do we have an idea of the scale of this attack being carried out by Iran as we speak?
No, because we're in the middle of it, but it's supposed to be larger than the one that happened in April, which had 300 missiles.
Right, the 300 missiles in April, it could be more this time, and we are hearing that the Israelis...
That's right, yes. And stronger, more ballistic ones.
Yes, and we are hearing that Israelis have been asked to go into their bunkers.
Everyone has been asked to go into a bomb shelter, that's correct.
Bomb shelters, but how many Israelis can actually go into bomb shelters? Like how much of the population can actually go into?
Because many buildings have bomb shelters. Parking lots also work, stairwells also work. Of course, not everybody's protected, but many people are in fact protected.
Right, we are seeing the Iron Dome working. You think Iron Dome is doing a good job?
I don't know because I'm now on.
Are you in a bunker? Are you yourself in a bomb shelter?
I'm no longer getting updates.
Are you yourself in a bomb shelter?
No, I am in New York.
Oh, you're in New York. Oh, you are not there in Israel. I believe Lev is there in Israel. Please stay with us. I'm told Lev is joining us from Haifa. Lev, is it very far from where this missile strike is happening? I believe we are seeing these pictures coming in. These are of the skies over Jerusalem. Lev, you are in Haifa. How far are you from this theater of war?
I'm in Livnim, about 20 kilometers from the Lebanese border. And the sky, it was like a Star Wars when you saw the sky. I've never seen such a thing, not even in the Gaza front, when I was part of your team. And right now, I think it is too early to judge how effective is Iron Drone, how much Jordanians are helping us, Americans, and so on, because we are in the middle of attack. I think it will take at least 1 hour more to understand how, the death. Right now, it's a bit too early to say.
Yeah, I think there's some audio issue there. We lost the line there with Lev. Lev, stay with us. I'll go to... Okay, I think we lost the line there with Ms. Lazarov, and Lev continues to be with us. Lev, the skies are overcast with those missiles coming in from the side of Iran. This is clearly Iran directly hitting Israeli territory. You think we are going to see Israel officially declare war on Iran directly? Well, let's listen to those sounds, the sirens that are blowing in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Let's listen to those sounds, the net sounds.